Mogadishu is our first major stop. Our first major stop. Our second major stop will be Banjul, and then Dakar. Today is marks 8 days of traveling time from Kankan. It's been an extraordinary trip, and it's been a pleasure traveling with you. We hope to go through customs formalities as quickly as possible and back in second show.
Our journeys to and from the Healing Jesus campaigns have taken us through several countries right across West Africa. We have crossed many borders, crossed many cultures, crossed many different terrains, and we have experienced varying climates.
I live by faith and not by sight. Not every day, everything is alright. But I believe in Jesus Christ. You won the battle, so no need to fight. Have you ever heard about a man named Job? He did no sins, but he lost all his own. Job believed in Jesus Christ. The first thing he did was bow and worship on the floor. Oh yeah, Jesus first, everything come after. No money, no car, Jesus come after. Jesus first, everything come after. I'm nothing if I don't have you, Father. Jesus first, everything come after. No money, no car, it's Jesus I'm after. Jesus first, everything come after. I'm nothing if I don't have you, Father. Radio streamers passing through this land. My job is not my source, I don't depend on man. Name is made, no shaking now. But the world is my lamp, I choose right and not wrong. Shot rock, me, shot on a bend it go. Oh no, the Lord, and they'll never let go. Turn up the fire just a little bit more. Fourth person in the corner was the Holy Ghost. Jesus first, everything come after. No money, no car, Jesus I'm after. Jesus first, everything come after. Nothing if I don't have you. Oh, Jesus first, everything come after. Jesus first, everything come after. Nothing if I don't have you. So when I need to change my job cause I need more money, first thing I ask. Need a higher education, got to choose an institution, first thing I ask. You need to get married, got to choose the right person, first thing you ask. Hey, said I need to change my job cause I need more money, first thing I ask. Need a higher education, got to choose an institution, first thing I ask.
From our base in Ghana, our campaigns have taken us across the entire ECOWAS region. ECOWAS is the economic community of West African states, and one of its objectives is to facilitate border crossings between the different member countries.
Jesus first, everything come after. I'm nothing if I don't have you, Father. Jesus first, everything come after. No money, no power.
Unfortunately, This has not been our experience. Every border we have crossed in West Africa has been with varying levels of difficulty.
Crossing borders in West Africa has, I must be honest, say it's been a nightmare experience. It's never straightforward. You always cannot predict what will happen, and it's always difficult crossing. Even when you have all your documents, it's always a difficult experience.
Border crossing through the West African countries with the Healing Jesus Convoy has not been pleasurable at all. It's not only hard work, because if it's hard work, we are called to do hard work, we are ready to do it. But it has to do with people you don't know their mindsets, whose mindset is not about formality or legality. They have their own way of doing things.
Unlike for example, European borders, where you can plan your journey right from your home or on your laptop or your iPad. You can tell how many tolls you are going to cross. You can tell what you are going to be charged for what equipment you have or the number of vehicles you have. But the West African experience is entirely different.
So when I need to change my job cause I need more money, first thing I ask, need a higher education, got to choose an institution, first thing I ask.
ECOWAS is supposed to facilitate border crossing. So we have the community of West African countries, and we have a common insurance document, which we call the ECOWAS Brown Card. That is supposed to make crossing easier, but it has never been. You get there, you present the documents, but then there is highly organized institutional corruption. So you get there, you present your documents, all right, but you find out that there are difficulties that you cannot imagine.
Jesus first, everything come matter, nothing if I don't have you, Father. Jesus first, everything.
Crossing any border with a fleet of over 40 trucks, 4x4s, heavy equipment, as well as essential staff of various nationalities, is no simple task. The process, which should be relatively smooth between ECOWAS countries, often takes several hours, sometimes even days to complete.
In fact, one of the things that scares them is when we say we are carrying 10,000 shares. What? 10,000 shares? And it draws their attention to so many things. First of all, it makes them believe that this is an opportunity for us to make money.
One of the experiences, I was asked to pay a ridiculous amount of money. I converted that into dollars, and I felt that no, this was just not right. I presented everything, told them it's a highly organized organization, and it involves the government of both countries. They would just not budge, they will not listen. Then I was told that, okay, there's a change of staff, so you have to report to this new person who is now on duty. Now this new person comes and he says that we have information that you are carrying arms. How can you have a convoy or a fleet of 40 vehicles without arms? And what kind of religious organization is this?
There are tendencies wherein we are considered like cults. We are considered like traffickers. There is this border wherein our trucks and our vehicles were searched, even the engines were searched. The guys had to open the engines and search the engines and said they should not believe in what we do because we might be trafficking, who knows, we might be trafficking drugs in the name of evangelism.
The tricky part is when the convoy is frustrated in terms of crossing and we find ourselves having to spend the night at the border when we've not planned for that.
there are no lights, there are no facilities there. It's not like you are going to be moved into a walled safe yard. You are just left out there in the open.
You'll have to use the loo in the bush and all of these things, no food available, because they are not expecting people to come and stay there. They are expecting people to pass. Our convoy looks very attractive because it is one of its kind. I must say it is a unique thing. It is not done in West Africa. It is not, I don't know if it's done in other parts of the world, but I can say it's too unique. The way we cross borders with the kind of equipment, the kind of things we carry. And so whosoever does not know, who does not have the vision of what we do, the vision of the evangelist going around winning souls, when you see, the first thing that comes in your mind, oh, come on, Charlie, bread is here, money is around, you know.
People are sometimes intimidated by the size of the convoy. I mean, we are talking about 8 trailers, a fleet of 20 buses, cross-country vehicles. It's a stretch of about 2 kilometers convoy, and you wonder where are they going to.
When we go through borders in the West African sub-region, especially within ECOWAS member states, it has to do with the police, it has to do with the customs, it has to do with the immigration officers. No matter what document you provide, because what we do is before we leave to go to any country, we visit the embassy of that country in Ghana, in Accra, and we are given laissez-passer that should facilitate our crossing, that should facilitate our going over into that country and for whatever we're going to be doing.
For our equipment, we need international certificates for vehicles. That is like as a main document covering each individual vehicle you have. Then you also need, on the immigration side, you need your passport, obviously you need your passport. And then you also need your health cards to prove that you've been immunized against certain communicable diseases.
We come first to the customs. The custom officers will want to go into every truck. Our trucks are filled with equipment, different kinds of equipment, different compartments. We have sound, we have lights, we have the media equipment, we have the books, we have the drugs, because we don't only just do the evangelistic side of it, we have the charity part of the crusade too, where we go around, we do medical outreach, give drugs to people. And it's amazing to know that there are people who are dying because of the lack of Quatem. It's amazing. People die because they lack Quatem, just simple malaria drugs. So it's one of it's part of it. It's part of it. And the books are meant for leadership training. I remember when we were going to Senegal to have the crusades in Ziguinchor and Dakar. We had a convoy already in Guinea-Conakry. It was parked in a town called Kankan. We are supposed to move out of the Guinea border and go into Mali. So we crossed the Guinea-Mali border and went to cross the Mali-Senegal border. The first Mali-Senegal border was somewhere around the south called Mainami. When we arrived there, having gone through immigration and everything, we were told that we cannot cross the border because the custom office there was not hadn't the right to treat such a large convoy. We were there while our colleagues that were already in the capital were negotiating our crossing. We spent 4 nights there. 4 nights.
I mean, typical West African borders are filled with garbage, filth. You can't see any proper structures. Sometimes you are escorted into a hut. In 21st century, you are escorted into a hut and they tell you, this is the immigration office, this is the customs office. And somebody sitting behind a table asking you to pay this amount, asking you to present documents, and you ask yourself that, are we really at an international border? Am I crossing, am I moving from a village to village, or I'm crossing from one country to the other? I mean, it's so pathetic, so sad.
We went to the second Mali Senegal border, which was what, Kidira. Arriving there, they said we can allow the buses, the equipment to enter, but the drugs and the books will not enter. The books and the drugs could not make it for the Jigin crusade because the buses and the truck that had drugs were not allowed in. And it was almost 1 week after we were finally able to make it into Senegal with the books. And as rumor had it, we did not get it from any official source, but we were told that the drugs were just like a pretext in stopping the salvation books from entering, because they had gotten news that the salvation books were scattered all over in Guinea, and they did not want their youth to be influenced by the gospel salvation and the born again. And that is why they were stopping us from getting them entering into Senegal.
The convoy is just arriving at the Mali border. We are actually crossing over to the Senegal side. This is a fantastic international border. Believe me when I say we are crossing international borders. This is an international border between Senegal and Mali.
I can't believe that this is where we passed 4 nights and 4 days.
Everything come after, no money, no cars. Jesus, I'm after. Jesus first, everything come after. I'm nothing if I don't have you, Father. Jesus first, everything come after, no money, no car. Jesus, I'm after. Jesus first, everything come after. I'm nothing if I don't have you, Father. Sing Jesus first, everything come after, everything come after. Jesus first, everything come after, everything come after. Jesus first, everything come after, everything come after. Jesus first, everything come after. Yeah, yeah. Jesus first, everything come after, everything come after.
When we were supposed to go to Liberia, we had finished the crusades in Guinea-Bissau, so we left our equipment in Safin, and now we were going to leave Guinea-Bissau to go to Liberia, but we were not certain about the nature of the road. You know, there is this one border that leads Guinea-Bissau and Guinea-Conakry, but it was a very, very bad road. We had to cross 8 borders into Guinea-Bissau, and coming out of Guinea-Bissau to go to Liberia, we crossed 4 borders. So 12 borders in 6 countries, and each time you go through every of these borders, it's a new scenario. You're starting afresh. It's not like you've built a relationship you'll have to work upon or continue. We had to cross from Ghana into Burkina Faso, from Burkina Faso into Mali, from Mali into Guinea, Since we could not make it through Guinea, from Guinea into Guinea-Bissau, we came back from Guinea into Mali, Mali into Senegal, Senegal we went to Gambia, Gambia out of Gambia into Senegal, and finally Senegal into Guinea-Bissau. Now we were going to leave Guinea-Bissau to come to Liberia. We left Guinea-Bissau into Senegal, Senegal into Mali, Mali into Guinea-Conakry, and Guinea-Conakry into Liberia. 12 borders.
I live by faith and not by sight. Not every day, everything is alright. But I believe in Jesus Christ. You won the battle, so no need to fight. Have you ever heard about a man named Job? He did no sins, but he lost at his home. Don't believe in Jesus Christ. The first thing he did was bow and worship on the floor. Oh yeah, Jesus first.
When we got to the Liberian border, I must tell you that that has been the most horrible border crossing I've ever gone through. Most dreadful and scary. We got to Yekepa. We crossed from Guinea. We had police escort and gendarmerie escort that took us through Guinea and brought us to the Liberian border. Now they could not take us into Liberia because their authority and jurisdiction stops in their own country, in Guinea. We arrived and we crossed Guinea. We left Guinea, and by the time we got to Liberia, even though I had come earlier, the main convoy could not make it in. So we were stuck at the border. We were not in Guinea. We were not in Liberia. We were stuck in between two borders, in no man's land. And that place was known as the abode, or was known like the storehouse of arms during the war. That is where people used to come and, or rebels used to come like refill. It has been the most scary moment of my life ever since I have been crossing borders with the Healing Jesus Convoy. But it does not only end on crossing borders. Now we had to ply the roads. The road conditions were terrible. Dusty and muddy. Some portions dusty, some portions muddy. When I say muddy, our trucks sometimes get stopped. We have to use the 4x4 tundra that is meant only for towing to tow them out. And it's a project. It's not like you just get towed and the 4x4 comes and draws it out. It's really, really, really not easy. It's really very expensive to move the convoy, you know. It is too expensive to move the convoy. And when we sit down and we like give reports of what we've spent in crossing borders, it's unbelievable. I can't say it, but it is very, very much expensive to cross borders. And you know, our trucks weigh, they are very, very heavy. And the bush truck have had 2 accidents. In Sierra Leone, the bush truck fell over a mountain, fell over a hill, somersaulted, and our driver was saved miraculously. Miraculously. Because we could not recover the trailer. In Liberia, the bush truck, while it was going down a hill, just cut off from the head and rolled off. We could not recover that trailer.
Turn up the fire just a little bit more. 4 person in the corner was the Holy Ghost.
I remember we had crusades in Burkina Faso recently. He drove 1,500 kilometers to and 1,500 kilometers through into Burkina Faso and back. He will do all of that just to bring the gospel and bring aid and help to the people. But as he rightly said, if one soul is won, it is worth it. That is where we get the job, and we give God all the glory.
Said I need to change my job cause I need more money first thing. Need a higher education, got to choose an institution first thing. You need to get married, got to choose the right person first thing you are. Jesus first, everything come after. No money, no cars. Jesus I'm after. Jesus first, everything come after. I'm nothing if I don't have you, Father. Jesus first, everything come after. No money, no car. Jesus I'm after. Jesus first, everything come after. I'm nothing if I don't have you, Father. Sing Jesus first, everything come after. Everything come after. Jesus first, everything come after. Everything come after. Jesus first, everything come after. Everything come after. Jesus first, everything come after. Yeah, yeah.